They say all my tomorrows await me, and they can never They will never today. Dirty Paul, starving music,
back in town. We are in Peckham at the Peckham Greyhound. I feel at this stage I need to move to South London. With me equals you.
Me equals you.
So it's me, you all along. With me equals
me,
you. Me, you.
You, me.
I wondered. I mean, I don't. I've never read what my interpretation of the name is. It means we are all one.
We are.
Or even everything is one.
Yeah.
All the atoms and the particles that make us a united thing, right?
Yeah, all those neutrinos that are going through us. That's
yeah, yeah, man.
Pure energy.
It's a great name.
Stardust. Yeah.
Exactly.
We are all made of stardust.
These atoms were being used for other things before we took them, right?
Yeah, again appropriated for life.
Yeah, atomic appropriation.
And it was given.
Yeah.
We're very fortunate.
Yeah, indeed.
And the music, kind of like. With Dima and with Kitty and with Rufus and playing from feeling, that expresses itself, and then you can hear it and you can feel it.
Okay.
So it's like a certain unity when we get on stage.
So the name itself.
All those little atoms combined.
Yeah.
Yeah, occasionally do a little particle acceleration.
Oh.
And they hit, boom, next thing you know, you got a big bang.
A big bang, exactly. You split them particles, and then we're in big trouble. We don't want to split them.
Yeah, not too far.
The atom, and then we're,
Small of the small.
Hi there.
All, so, and that comes out in the music.
Yeah.
Music and mathematics have a lot in common.
Indeed.
I wouldn't even know what a chalkboard was.
Yeah.
But 2 and 2.
So quick introduction before we start, just so we know. It's Rufus, Patrick, of course, Patrick Lyons, Kat, Dima,
yeah.
Dima. Right. Cool. The name is obviously very linked to like the attitude of people coming together to make music, rather than you're not like it's not your band and these people are playing your music. You make music together, right?
Yes.
How do you get to a finished song?
So usually we start off with the lyrics,
right,
and then if everybody's like happy with them, and they like the content, then sculpture the music to fit that lyrical frame.
Yeah.
And try to deliver that emotionality that's in the lyrics.
Yeah.
I can give you an example.
Yeah, please.
So a couple of different examples. One with Kitty, a song called The Slam. I recited it out. They listened to a couple of reciting it. And then a little music started coming in, and then I started singing it. And then slowly but surely, over a period of like 4 or 5 rehearsals, live rehearsals, is that we had a complete song.
Yeah.
And then we perfected it.
Well, it's like jamming. So it's always jammed. I think one of the important things is with this band is no ego. I really like that. I feel like me, you sort of makes everyone. Pat is our leader.
Yeah.
And our light, and we all sort of orbit around that. And I feel like there is no ego. I feed off your energy, I feed off Demon's energy. I mean, it's quite unusual, there's two bassists, but I sit in between what everyone's playing.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing
yeah.
this in action.
But also, is the song ever finished? That's my question.
That's
You
your
have the
question.
answer. But there's no answer. I don't think there ever is a finished tune.
You can't wait for something to be finished, right? Because you're going to be there forever.
And I think that's
another
you.
note.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, are your children completely ready for the world before you push them out as adults, right? You've just got to at some point be like, let's just throw it out there. And
That's it. The same thing with a song Katrina.
Yeah.
I recited that to Rufus a couple times, and then he came up with a riff, and then we basically built a song around that.
yeah.
So. We're very. It's like everybody's got that, kind of like artistic leeway.
Yeah.
Bring the dirt.
You know your strengths, each other's strengths, or you at least by jamming, you begin to recognise them.
Yeah.
Just when you feel comfortable on stage with the musicians that are around you.
Yeah.
Is that it's just
Yeah.
go, and then everything falls into place.
It's like a synergy, isn't it?
Yeah.
And becomes a one.
And then it's like with Demon.
Yeah.
Where we've got a song coming up, "Don't Fear Love," and he's been a big part in that development.
Yeah.
And we're going to be going in and recording that sometime in the next 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Because let's get it because
Right.
it's ready. It's
a banger.
song
It sounds like you have a
ready.
band of people who don't mess around and are up for just getting stuff done.
Yeah.
For example, the song had only one riff, like in A minor, I think.
Yeah.
And then we started to develop it. Now it has chorus and verse, and we had start to add bits and bobs, on the go.
Yeah.
So without even rehearsal, but then it's coming out really nicely.
What do you mean? So without rehearsal, how did that happen?
Live
on stage, right?
rehearsals.
Yeah.
I see. We just got joined by Niall,
yeah.
a band of homosexuals, and if you don't know who they are, you better sort yourself out. And so how did it all start with the band? When did you start gigging or jamming, and how did that happen?
It kind of like evolved. It's like the band has been going since 2019.
Yeah.
And various artists who played in the band, were all very talented. It's like they seem to move on to bigger and better things, so to speak.
Right.
And kind of like working with Kitty for the last 3-4 years
More
now.
than that.
Yeah. 5 years. That
Wow.
pandemic.
Yeah.
got in the way.
6?
Yeah.
What a time to start a band.
Well,
Yeah.
we've been playing together and we have that familiarity.
Yeah.
And Rufus, the last 2.5 years.
Yeah.
He kind of like, he came in and added that, little chords and some little extra on the guitar.
Yeah.
But you first asked me to play with you like 18 years ago.
Yeah.
What?
I think the relationships are really old. This is something about
Maybe
When
someone
everyone looks so
like that.
young, it sounds like you were 5? Stop me.
That's a compliment.
Like, wow.
He
It's
came
actually...
to my nursery and was like,
Yeah. Kid.
He's holding a guitar.
can
Let's
play,
prime him up.
Yeah. He was strumming a plastic guitar and you just knew.
And then we did a gig with Bruno Alfred Wizard and his band, the Homosexuals, and Niall was on drums that night,
Yeah.
and then Dima was on. Was that you on guitar that night?
I was on guitar, yeah.
Yeah.
Which venue was that?
That was at the Endeavour in the basement.
Yeah.
And then them guys did their set, and I'd like to give a big shout out to Bruno.
Hey, Bruno.
He's not very well.
Yeah. He was supposed to come play
He
tonight.
was supposed to play tonight,
Yeah.
his first gig in 2 years.
Yeah.
But he's got Parkinson's, so it started acting up. And so with that in mind, it was like Dima, said to me, he goes, "Oh, I really like your music and what you're doing." And then he explained to me about a little bit more about Bruno's situation,
Yeah.
how he's going to be playing less, and
Yeah.
he wanted to play more. So I said, "Come jam with us."
Yeah.
And then there's this call it a natural fit, like a glove.
Yeah.
He brings something special
Yeah.
to the band. They all do.
Yeah.
Because like that It's that unity of purpose. You know,
Unity of purpose.
Yeah. You know,
Thank you very much. I mean,
share a little bit of happiness.
And goodwill, I think.
Yeah.
It's got.
Yeah.
Well, in a dark world, you know, let's try to be that little bit of light.
Yeah.
You know, so. Some people, they say, oh, politics shouldn't get involved with music or anything like that. You know, and you know, sure, for social justice issues, I feel that an artist who has a voice and has a platform kind of like has a certain moral duty, you know, to kind of help their fellow man, you know, and it highlight an injustice so that, you know, maybe somebody will be in a position to actually do something.
Yeah.
You know, because that seems to be a problem with a lot of our leaders, is that they talk a lot, but they don't really do anything.
No.
When we get together, we don't really talk that much, but the music does all that.
Yeah.
You know, and we just do it. You know, just.
Music as a language, though.
It just comes out. Yeah.
Do you think that, I mean, is there a right way to be political in music and a wrong way?
That's very subjective in the sense that, you know, we say we put the artist in the position of being an advocate, you know, and then being very passionate about some issue. You know, so, you know, they have artistic license to articulate their feelings, you know, the way they do, you know, the way they feel,
yeah,
and that expression. Some people might be offended by that. Some people might totally support it. You know, it's up to the artist to sculpture his message that he wants to share with people, keeping in mind, you know, certain sensibilities.
Yeah,
we'll call it. But you can say what you need to say.
Yeah,
it's how you say.
Yeah,
what you say.
Yeah.
And for me, you know, I use like a little mystical realism, now mixed with some stone cold reality when it comes to some of the songs that we, you know, kind of like express to the public.
Mystical realism.
Yeah, serve and obey.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's something our leaders definitely want us to do.
Indeed.
You know, and then kind of like, you know, half of our leaders are, you know, rapscallions and Cracker Jack Kings, and so we should call them out for what they are.
Half, I think, is being a very generous amount, if not 98%, 99%.
We have an anti-war song, you know, and it's war is all about people, and there's you know, dreams. You know, when people die, for example, you know, their dreams die with them, and war. You know, it's a big killer of dreams.
Yeah.
You know, kind of like, it's not like you're not allowed to say this, you're not allowed to say that.
What I mean is how it's done, you know. You can do it with class, you can do it with style, you can do it without...
Billy Bragg, you know, and he's a great advocate, and he comes across in his way for raising that social conscience. You know, we do it in our way. It might be a little more subtle, but it's just as real.
Yeah.
You know, some of the lyrical content, you know, some of the songs are, well, you know, they speak for themselves.
Yeah. I definitely think you're a preacher, but you don't
preach.
You don't preach as in, like, patronise, you know?
No.
You're a poet.
Yeah.
Of course, you're not a poet. I mean,
yeah, I've been poor all my life. Hey, expressing your feelings and getting it across, whatever it may be, love, sadness.
Yeah.
So, we should have that artistic license to express ourselves the way we want.
Yeah.
And if we highlight an injustice, we shouldn't be.
But it's our job to do it in an artistic, poetic way, right? Otherwise, it's just a lecture or whatever, right? But then people will be touched even more because they can cry from a song.
Yeah.
And hope you do something.
Yeah. And just keep making that music and that positivity, just express it and hope that becomes contagious and kind of like a little bit of happiness can go a long way.
Yeah.
Music as a way of just making people happy.
Sort of juxtaposing stuff, I think, as well. You can deliver the most beautiful, gentle sounding tune with melody and harmony, but having this cutting message in it, and it can be deeply codified. And I think depending on the political situation, sometimes you can interpret that as you want, quite universal, quite timeless, or you can be really specific about stuff and still deliver it in that way.
Yeah.
Be as blunt as hell. But
that's what art is, isn't it? Like you can a mixture of metaphor and just saying it how it is.
Yeah,
it's like Don't Fear Love, that's one of our songs you'll hear tonight, and that's one that we're going to go into the studio and get that down.
So I hear, we had a quick chat earlier, you've got some new material, and that's the next step is to get in the studio as quickly as possible, right?
Well, polish them a little bit and then just let our, when we do go and record, it'll all come out.
So you say you met 18 years ago, and I've seen videos of you at Fat White Family gigs back in the day, and I used to go and see them at the Old Queen's Head.
Yeah, that was wild. Yeah.
It feels like you guys have been, at least you've been around before. Like it's a scene, right? But it's like it's not that old a scene, is it? 18 years, like you. I don't know, I'm not from South London. How long has this been going on?
Depends. Well, Hank's Easy Come had its 34th
That's
birthday.
right.
Yeah.
That is right. Yeah, I couldn't believe that.
I mean, whether that's South London exclusively, I don't know.
Yeah,
So it predates my involvement.
Yeah.
But it goes on forever. It depends. And the thing is with the scene is it's intergenerational, and that is why I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
We are not all here because we're 22 or 42 or 62.
Yeah.
Like friends range from their 70s right through 30s, 40s, and then right down to the early 20s.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, what's beautiful, because it's about sharing the love and the passion of music and being in a place in South London and sharing that, as opposed to, it's a scene, but it's not a scene, it's a community.
Community, exactly, yeah. Well, there's no age limit to making great art, is there?
No.
And it's certainly...
And you can see
it's
that
ridiculous
some of the
that
best bands are intergenerational.
Yeah.
And it's brilliant, I love it. Like Warm Dusha.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I want to ask you, Patrick, what any poets that you admire?
Jack Kerouac, Alec Ginsberg, just named a couple of the beat guys.
Yeah.
I like Shelley, I like Byron.
Right.
I like Yeats. Some Irish poets. Brendan Behan, he's most notable as an author, but as a poet.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Jim Morrison. Kind of like bringing that poetry to music. And then Leonard Cohen. He was a big influence on me, not only poetically, but the methodology of like how you can transcend poetry, make it singable, and still not take away from that heart, that content of it, and then how to embrace and surround it with the music. Yeah. As soon as you complement the poetry with music, then it transcends into the something in between. Because and especially if the music complements the lyricism, and sometimes it doesn't even have to. It's just that you can have that contrast. Yeah. It's just like we get a Christmas tree and then we decorate it. And the same thing with poetry. You sculpt it and decorate it with the music. Yeah.
She asked me something that I wanted. She asked me something that I wanted. She asked me something that I wanted. And I said, I want love. Love. That's what I want.
the tone. There'll be something that one of the musicians comes up with, and then I'll just ride with that, and then for some reason it just gels.
It's almost the foundation of beat poetry, though, isn't it? There's squarely poetry, but when the minute you add something else, like maybe melodic or harmonious, it can evolve the poetry. I mean, the question is, K Tempest is absolutely a poet, but they have music behind them.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's quite complex. I mean, amazing synths sometimes, depends on the band, but absolutely they are a poet.
Yeah.
Surely any music comes from, arguably, poetic reference. I guess it's just the delivery as to whether you decide you're a singer or a poet.
Right.
We get together, and then I start, kind of, and then, the more the music gets into me, the more that singing end of it starts getting out.
Okay.
And sometimes we do it unconsciously.
Yeah. That's the trick.
And then you listen to the playback and you say, well, that bit's good and that's good. And sometimes it's, let's do more of that.
Yeah.
Let's just build on that.
Yeah.
Because we're going someplace where.
And I guess your delivery is entirely affected by how the songs come out, right?
I'm always listening to musicians when I'm on stage.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll tune into Rufus and his guitar when he's going someplace, and I just ride with it.
Well, I've seen you making speeches. You can improvise beautifully.
At times, yeah. But it's like when these guys get into a groove and listen to a bass line, this is sometimes we just let that ride, and then just pick it up on the next time, so to speak.
It works very well.
Yeah, I love listening to these guys when I'm on stage. It's the way I feel.
Yeah. Start with Rufus. What is your purpose as an artist?
Good question. Express myself, get better at being an artist. I don't know, and just get that tingly feeling up my neck. And I hope that other people will get it too.
That other people will get it too. Yeah.
Yeah, if I'm feeling it, then maybe they're feeling it too. Going back to the particles.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's the same tingles, right? Yeah. Cat.
Transcendence. So we live every day in a hectic London city. I'm set in my sensible day job, earning my crust and paying my way, and then when I step out of that, I transcend that, and I become who I feel like I truly am. Sort of an artist, someone that's free to express myself, that's sort of within reason. It's sort of who I am. Bring my personality, connect deeply. It's a journey. It's spiritual. It's about transcendence. It's about giving as well. That connection with other people.
Indeed.
It's not about being selfish. So.
Yeah.
For me, it's to give all my love to people through the vibration of the bass strings.
Okay.
All my sweat and power and energy.
Yeah. You want to give?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah. I'll be sure.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
Patrick, your purpose.
I guess it's to share what I have inside me. That's one purpose, and then what I share, try to, just try to be honest as an artist.
Yeah.
That expression.
Yeah.
That's my purpose. Through that.
Yeah.
Kind of like honesty.
Yeah.
As an artist, it's kind of like then just express it as I see it. And, feel it more than anything, because I work a lot on emotion.
Yeah.
Type of
have you down as an empath for sure.
I'm definitely that.
Yeah.
And I'm the classic introvert playing an extrovert.
Right.
I'm very much an extrovert, but I'm very much an introvert.
Yeah.
And it's like when you say action, then the
the extrovert pops out.
Yeah.
Depending on the situation.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Great answers. Thank you very much. We're looking forward to the gig. Everyone who's watching is looking forward to the gig. We'll post some clips. Me equals you. Thank you so much. Steamer.
Thanks, Seamus.
Rufus.
Appreciate you.
Kat. Patrick.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you, Seamus.
Good show.
Cheers. Thank you.
On the Move Radio. Let's go.
I'm going to use that. Cool. Awesome.
All right.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.